Buenos días, niños. ¿Cómo están? ¿Cómo amanecieron? Hi, boys and girls. How's everyone? How's your day going? Okay, so we're going to get started with going over the month of May. Vamos a repasar y repasando el mes de May. Now, today's our last day of YouTubing. So hoy es el último día que vamos a estar haciendo videos para YouTube. So I'm very excited about that. We made it all the way to the end. Lo hicimos. Ok, vamos a repasar. Estamos en el mes de Mayo, la época de primavera. Días de la semana: domingo, lunes, martes, miércoles, jueves, viernes y sábado. Ahora vamos a contar cuántos días tenemos en el mes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 y 21. Ayer fue miércoles. Hoy es jueves. Y mañana es viernes. Muy bien. Hoy es jueves, mayo 21 de 2020. Muy bien. Okay, so vamos a repasar las palabras de la semana. Now we're going to go over the words of the week. So let's get started with that. Okay, let's get started with our day. So we're going to go over some of the animals that live in the ocean. These are some of the ones that I drew. So let's go over the words. Vamos a repasar las palabras y unos animales que viven en el mar. So, school of fish means a group of fish. And in Spanish, you say escuela de pescado. School of fish in English, and in Spanish, you say escuela de pescado. Stingray in English, in Spanish, you say mata raya. Octopus in English, in Spanish, you say pulpo. Seahorse in English, in Spanish, you say caballo de mar. Starfish in English, in Spanish, you say estrella de mar. Crab in English, in Spanish, you say cangrejo. Shark in English, in Spanish, you say tiburón. So let's go over it one more time. School of fish in English, in Spanish, you say escuela de pescado. Stingray, mantarraya. Octopus, pulpo. Seahorse, caballo de mar. Starfish, estrella de mar. Crab, cangrejo. And shark, tiburón. Okay, guys, so that was all for right now. Now we're going to go over a work activity. Okay, boys and girls, so this is the remaining of the questions for yesterday's subtraction paper. So let's go over it. I have the subtraction and then I have the other worksheet that is addition. So let's go over it so we can finish it off. Okay, in the first question they ask us, 3 minus 1 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so we're going to go ahead and count. How many whales did they give us? 1, 2, 3. How many do they want us to take away? 1. So let's go ahead and put a dash on one of the whales. Now, how many whales do you have left? 1, 2. So let's go ahead and circle the number 2. And, of course, practice our numbers. We're going to go ahead and put the number 2 here. So 3 minus 1 equals 2. So now we have 3 minus 3 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go over. You have how many crabs? 1, 2, 3. 3 crabs. And they're taking away all 3. So 1, 2, and 3. How many do you have left? If they took all of them away, how many do you have left? None. You're right. So let's go ahead, write our number in the top. Okay, now let's move on to our next one. We have 2 minus 1 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so how many jellyfish did they give you? 1, 2. So they want us to take away 1. I took away 1. How many do you have left? 1. You're right. So let's go ahead and circle number 1 and put the number 1 up here. So we move on to the next side. We have 3 minus 2 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and take away 2 fishes. 1 fish, 2 fish. How many do you have left? 1. Correct. So let's go ahead and circle that, and then we put in number 1 in the top. So here we have 2 minus 0 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and count. 1, 2. If they don't take any of our fishes, of our dolphins, how many do we have left? 2. You're right. Let's go ahead and circle that and write our number 2 in the very top. Okay, so now we have 2 minus 2 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and count. How many crabs did they give us? Or these are lobsters. These are lobsters. How many lobsters did they give us? 1, 2. How many do they want us to take away? What it says here? 2. So dash and dash. How many do we have left? 0. Good job, guys. Let's write the number 0 here in the very top. Okay, so we're moving on to the next page. Now we have 1 take away 0. What is the answer? So 1, and we took away 0. We take away none of them. How much do you have left? 1. So we put the 1 here and 1 here. Oh, okay. Now we have 0 minus 0. What do you think is the answer? 0, because you don't have anything to count, right? Let's go ahead and circle our 0 there and 0 here. Now we have 1 minus 1 equals. So they didn't give us the answer. So you have 1 blowfish. And if I take away 1, how many do I have left? If you only had 1 and I took away 1, how many do we have left? 0. You're right. We don't have any to share, right? Okay. So now we move on to we're done with our subtraction. We're moving on to our addition page. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, in the very top, I want you to write your name. We didn't do this in the other one because this is the other subtraction page. This was for Tuesday. This was included with Tuesdays. That we were trying to split it, but I wasn't able to get on yesterday. Okay, so here we go. We have 1 plus 0 equals, if I have 1 fish, and if I have 1 fish, and they didn't give me any more fishes, how many do I have? If I have 1, and I don't have any more, how many do I have? Just 1, you're right. So here we go, we circle 1, and we write it in the top. So here we have 1 plus 2 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and count together. They gave you 1, and they gave you 1, 2. So 1 plus 2, 3 is, how many dolphins? 3. Okay. Now we have how many lobsters? Let's see. 1 plus 4 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's count right here. They gave you 1 lobster plus 4 more. Let's count all together. How much do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just go ahead and circle number 5, and let's practice writing it. And a big belly. There we go. So now we have 1 plus 1 equals, they didn't give you the answer, so let's count. You have 1 crab plus another crab. 1, 2. That's how many you have all together. So let's go ahead and circle our number 2 and put our 2 in the top. Now our next square. You have 1 plus 3 equals, they didn't give you an answer for it, so let's go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and circle our number 4 and put our 4 over here. So now we have 2 plus 0 equals, okay, so here we go on to last problem. We have 2 plus 0. They didn't give us the answer, so let's count how many octopus we have. 1, 2. How many more did they give us? None. So let's go ahead and circle the number 2. And write our 2 in the very top. Okay. So we're moving on to the next one. We have 2 plus 2 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and count. They give us 2 on this side and 2 on this side. Let's see how many we have all together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's circle 4. So then we have 3 plus 0 equals, okay, they didn't give us the answer, so let's count. You have 1, 2, 3, but did they give us any on this side? No. So how many do we have all together? 3. Let's go ahead and circle number 3 and write it down. Oh, I didn't write my 4. Okay, here we go. We have 3 plus 2 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and count. They give us 1, 2, 3 on this side and 1, 2 on this side. Let's count how many we have all together. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and circle number 5 and write our number 5 here. Okay, so now we have 2 plus 3 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and count how many seahorses did they give us. 1, 2 on this side, and 1, 2, 3 on the other side. So let's see how many we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go ahead and circle number 5 and write it in the top. Hey, just like this one. How funny. Okay, so then we have 3 plus 1 equals, they didn't give us the answer, so let's go ahead and count. 1, 2, 3 plus 1 more is how many do we have together? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and circle number 4 and put it in the top. You have 4 plus 0 equals, they didn't give us an answer, so let's go back. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side, and did they give us anything on the other? No, they gave us a 0. So how many do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go ahead and circle number 4 and write it in the top. Good job, guys. So we're moving on to our last page. Okay, so we have 4 plus 1 equals, they didn't give us the answer for, and then we're gonna count. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side and 1 on the other. How much do we have all together? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're gonna write our 5 and circle our 5. Okay, our next picture, we have we have 0 plus 0 equals, they didn't give us the answer, but let's go ahead and count. How many did they give us on this side? None. And how many did they give us on this side? None. Right. So how many do we have all together? Nothing at all. So 0 plus 0 is 0, guys. Let's go ahead and circle 0 and write it here in the top. So now we have 5 plus 0. This is supposed to be an equal sign. So let's go ahead and write equals and erase that one. Okay, 5 plus 0 equals. They didn't give us an answer. So let's count how many we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many do we have on the other side? 0. So let's go ahead and count how much do we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. They only gave us 5. Let's go ahead and circle number 5 and write it here in the top. Okay. Okay, boys and girls, so that is our last activity. I hope you guys liked it, and I hope you guys are practicing your numbers, writing, doing your math problems that I know you guys know how to do. And I will see you soon.